And hello again, country mouse walkers. So we're continuing our Fulletby round walk, and I'm on an unnamed road, so I'll just quickly give you my three words: finders, failed, basher, but I'll put them in the description as normal. And we're just crossing into a footpath that runs across some private land, often referred to as a permissive path. So I left you at Selmanby, and it's just a short walk across a not a very exciting field, so we've removed that bit. In fact, I think this walk will probably be well edited because it will take about an hour and a half, I think, without any breaks. But it does include Tetford, and it will include most of Belchford. So, but I think it'll be edited a lot shorter than that. Afternoon. So it looks like the couple we've just spoken to, they were having a picnic in this area under those trees, which looks like a really great place to stop and have a snack, take time out. So we're right on the edge of Tetford at the minute. Now Tetford is one of the, I think really you could say that Tetford and Belchford are the two biggest villages here in the Wolds. I think when I looked, the last census, Tetford includes Selmanby, and I think it was about 500 roughly population. So this bit, as we walk into the village, we're just passing these lakes. Now you can't, as I said, this is all private land, plenty of signs to tell you that as well. You're not allowed to stray off the path in this area. It looks like there's fishing pontoons. Whether the farmer does fishing here, I don't know. Sometimes they rent the lakes out. Also, it's a popular spot for looking for kingfishers, but I can't see any today. Still a beautiful day out here. I think we're going to be lucky with the weather. So this is the longest part, if you're actually very clear stream that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So if you were doing it in sections, this would be your longest part. I would say it's about 4 kilometres, this part of it, maybe a bit longer. And I would say it's probably a little longer if you include the walk from Selmanby. So you could come and just park at Tetford and walk over to Belchford and back, but it is nice to do the whole round, especially on a lovely day like today. So as we just walk down past this house, we're actually now coming into Tetford village itself. So listed in the Domesday Book as Tetford, it was built up around a mill in the centre of the town. Used mainly today as a commuter village. So I think have a look up this way to get my bearings here. I always seem to get lost on this bit. This is the River Lim. Right, I just had to check then, so I was on West Road but I was actually going in the wrong direction. The way I was heading would take me back to Salmonby, take me mainly out of the village. So they do have a pub here, and I think, if I remember right, it's called the White Hart Inn. It was a meeting place of gentlemen in the past. As you can see, they've got a surgery, a doctor's surgery, that is. So also got a small school, nursing home. So it's, as I say, it's one of the biggest villages. They have every year they have a scarecrow festival which includes Salmonby, and all the villagers make up scarecrows and parade them round the village, have them outside their houses, and they get thousands and thousands of people come to visit that. So we're actually about, if you're looking for where Tetford is, you're trying to find it, it's about 6.5 miles from Horncastle, about 8 from Louth, and I think about 10, maybe a bit more from Spilsby. So it's in a bit of a valley, at the bottom of a ridge. If you find Bluestone Heath Road on your map, it's a road that runs across the top of the Wolds, and it has a steep bridge, and Tetford is sat in that. So again, it is, you can just see the other side. There's a lot of new builds gone up on the other side, and there's public footpath across the field to that side. Yeah, it was the home of Charles Richardson, who was known as the Lincolnshire Thrasher, an uneducated farm labourer who found he'd got a gift for preaching, and it was it's an Edward Richardson that founded the school here, so possibly related in somehow. History of the village is Roman, Saxon, the same as the whole of this area, really, Neolithic. Couple of pheasants there. Yeah, so there's reported to be a site where the Saxon general Horsey was defeated as well. So it's a very pretty village. It's sort of spread out in like a figure of 8. So the roads loop back on each other. The road we're at excuse me. The road we're actually on will take us up to if we followed it all the way, would take us up to Bluestone Heath Road. If we're on a slow gradient, anyone on a treadmill might be interested in that. So although it doesn't look like it, it's been we're slowly steeping our way upwards. Lovely converted houses in this area. This building here, these people are outside of the house now. It has got a plaque on it. I'll just have a 1821. Yeah, 1821 National School. So whether that is the Richardson School, I don't know.
Lady just want to talk to you.
Oh. I wasn't sure if Eric took a dislike to me then. Oh dear. So we're just leaving, coming out of the village now. You can see the sign for Tetford. And if we followed the road all the way round, that would take us up to Bluestone Heath Road. We're going to go this way, and this is called Platt's Lane. And it's actually a bridle way. The difference for those who don't know the UK, the difference between bridle ways and footpaths. The bridle ways you're allowed to ride horses on. And this is the old Roman salt road. So it's an historical trade route, and what it did, it linked, see up there, I don't know whether you can spot the traffic in the distance, that's Bluestone Heath Road on the top of that ridge there. Anyway, sorry, this is, it's an historical trade route, linked Lincoln with the East Coast salt producing area that the Romans had. And the Romans had salt routes all over their empire. The salt was really important to them. They used it to preserve meats and fish and beans. And it was very, as you can see looking ahead of us, very, very straight road. And this section takes us almost all the way to Belchford. Caught in a mini sandstorm then. Or dirt storm, I should say. I'm not sure what that building is at the top there. Yeah. Possibly just a derelict farmhouse, but it's quite pronounced on the view, that is for certain. This may be the longest section of this walk, but the scenery is just stunning. On a day like this, it's beautiful to be out here. So as we've now left now left the Salt Road, we're heading on to Oxcombe Road, which is the main road that runs into Belchford. So this part of the walk is actually, it's just a short section, a few hundred metres, but it's actually on the road itself. But when I say main road, it's busier than the other little roads in this area. So we'll just follow this through into Belchford. So here we are, just coming into Belchford. Population about 250, 300, somewhere in that area. Very popular place as well. It's close, very close to the Bluestone Heath Road. Often used by hang gliders from the ridge to launch themselves into the valley. So it's a Roman Viking settlement. There is a history board here that gives you information regarding Nicholas Leach, who I believe was the vicar here, and he was joined the Reformation Rising against Henry VIII and ended up being hung, drawn and quartered in London. Again, another very pretty little village. has a local pub to it, which is popular. Because it's only about 2.5 miles, I think, from Horncastle, and closer to Louth as well, about 4. Nearer the main roads, it gets more people coming. They also seal off the roads in September, and they have what they call the box challenge or box event, and it's a soapbox downhill challenge. But not just soapboxes. I think the people use cycles and all sorts, really. The road off to our left would take you to Fulletby. But we're going to strange pile of stones, obviously some sort of marker. Yeah, that one would take you to Fulletby. Oh, it says Horncastle 5 miles, so I'm a little bit out on that. But you are closer to the major roads this way. We're going to continue through the village because I want to link up to the Viking Way to go back into Fulletby. I will do that as the next section. Just want to take you over to look at the church, and this is St. Peter and St. Paul's, I believe. Yes, so once again, if you've seen, I think Croft Church, a couple of other places I've been, I've referred to greenstone, and again this is what the locals call greenstone. It's actually Spilsby sandstone, and when it gets worn it ends up with this greeny colour. There you are, you can see it better now. Yeah, so St. Peter and St. Paul's Church, Belchford. In these small villages, these churches tend to be the heart of the community. You can see there's a board there about events. Afternoon. We just pass the corner with the Bell Inn pub on it, and we turn off this old track towards the start of our walk back to Fulletby and the Viking Way. So, as we head towards the start of our last part of the walk, I want to thank you for walking this section with me. Hope you've enjoyed this beautiful sunny day and the glorious views over the countryside here in Lincolnshire. Please come back and join me again for another walk and maybe the other section of this Fulletby round. So please take care, please look after yourselves, please like, please subscribe, and please leave a comment. And I'll hopefully see you again very soon. And as we head out of the village, take care everyone.